to pull the.
I swear, the Kimmy Mutombo should come out with an album. He should be a mumble rapper.
It's like, girl, I didn't know you had the.
You're so stupid.
Hakuna Matata.
I know, right?
Hakuna Matata was supposed to be banana.
I blocked the pussy like.
Stupid.
No.
You can't make me come. No.
You're stupid.
My pull-up game is great.
The meat wagging over the pussy like, no.
No. That's not my finger.
That's not my finger. I can't tell. Well, shit.
All right.
We're ready.
All right. Episode 110.
SoundCloud music.
And something.
Oh, shit. That was loud.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
My bottle.
His bottle,
My
drinking
bottle.
water.
Popping bottles.
All right.
We'll get there soon.
And welcome back to the place where nothing is safe. Excuse me for a while. All right. This is episode 110 of the Jig Is Up podcast. You know me. I'm your host. It's Marco, and I'm with...
It's your guy, M-eezi.
It's your girl, Miss Nessa, a.k.a. Blaze, your mommy.
It's your boy Kmart, a.k.a. Clutch, a.k.a. Where is that boy?
You said, where is that boy?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, happy to
I
that
know.
boy. He was talking shit. He put a clamp into that boy. Yuck. Oh, man. So how you guys doing? How's y'all week? How's y'all thoughtin' weekend? Well, y'all too,
Ooh.
because
I was
y'all
about to say.
single. Y'all the single
Hello?
ones.
Nigga,
It's Memorial Day
Say,
weekend.
no thought
Just
in-
because I'm
Nigga.
single don't mean I'm thotting. Shit, I've been
I
working.
mean, if I was single, I'd be
Nigga, I'm
thotting. Shit, why
Shit,
not?
I ain't got no.
Why not?
I ain't got the
Shit.
energy for
Shit.
that shit,
Nah,
man.
pff.
I'll leave that to the thoughts.
I mean, you single. You ain't using no
I see.
energy.
I mean, I know I'm single, man.
I'm
but
focused on
I'm a work in
myself.
progress right
You're a
now.
work in
know what I'm
progress?
saying? Yeah,
Nigga,
shit.
that don't mean that you can't get in some skins in
I
between
hate-
time.
I
Oh,
hate
man.
that statement.
What?
I'm working on myself.
Man, you need to get some skins.
Yo.
Get in some skins this summer. I don't give a fuck. If she one leg, what was that?
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fat, ugly, crippled, crazy.
One leg. I ain't pledging no virgins.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. No, I'm just. I mean, you know, what I'm saying,
Oh, my
I'm
God.
just worried myself. I'm. Hopefully, if it come, it come. But I mean, I'm just trying to turn this minivan to
Nah,
it's a Toyota Corolla. I'm
If
just
it
saying,
comes,
man.
it comes. You want to come,
Toyota
and you
Corolla.
will come. Damn it.
You better turn yourself into a
Nah,
fucking
man, I can't
truck.
go. I can't go to a Maserati or some shit. Yeah, man.
No,
I-
a truck,
I-
nigga.
Man, you
Better be
better,
built for it tough.
better go cosplay as the Black E Honda or something. Pull,
Right.
you a
Black
Chun-
E Honda.
pull a Chun Li.
Nigga.
Give her them bear
Or
hugs.
turn it to the.
Or
look like-
why can't it be ball rock though? Man?
You could be
I mean,
DJ.
I'm not trying to be Dawsium or no shit like that, but
You could be DJ from Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
yo, oh yeah,
All upper body and no lower.
no lower
That is
body.
so
Probably got nigga
funny.
got chicken legs and shit.
DJ with the mullet / dreads. You know what I mean? That nigga had the high
The
top
mullet
fade,
dreads.
but he had the dreads in the back.
And a ponytail mixed in with them dreads coming out the
I
back.
don't know, man. That's fucked up how they be doing niggas back in the 90s. I'm like, nigga,
Hey,
look who drew
man.
these niggas, man. That's what happens when you let white people draw
I
black
know.
people.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Balrog's haircut, man. You know what I'm
Barrow
saying?
got a fucked up Mike
Nigga,
Tyson haircut. This
that-
nigga has
Hey,
7
look.
widow's peaks.
Yeah.
How the fuck
For
you
the
have
record, Mike Tyson had a fucked up haircut at one time, and I think that's the only time they saw it. Or something. I was like, hey, I remember when he had that. That was my expression. I was like, hey, look, it's Mike.
Yo, but why the nigga has 7 Widow's Peaks though?
Yeah.
Nigga, you know, a fucked up haircut. Nigga, look at Balrog.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you just go to the bar and be like, hey, dog, give me the Balrog. Say no more, fam.
Say no more,
Say no
fam.
more.
I got you. Say no more. I got
Say
you.
no more,
Then
fam.
you hear the Clippers turn on.
Yeah.
Yo, that's burnt.
You gotta get like this and shit. It's just like moving back and forth.
I got one Widow's Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah. To show off my big ass forehead.
Oh,
You got
no.
the Mickey Mouse? Oh, Minnie Mouse, should I say.
It's a heart.
It's a heart.
I like that.
Well, your heart is in the wrong place.
Shut the fuck up.
Say fuck you.
I know she's stuck in the.
Don't go to Disneyland. Mickey gonna run up on you.
He's still.
Minnie, where you been?
Oh, my cousin. My relative.
This nigga
My
Mickey
relative.
Mouse is gonna start singing. You remind me.
Hey, nigga. Hey, yo,
my God.
I'm just saying though. You can get it for free. Shit, you better rock the shit out of that fucking heart.
You stupid.
Oh man.
Little peak heart.
Nessa's gonna join the Heart
Nigga.
Foundation.
She be the logo and shit.
Giving niggas sharpshooters.
Man.
Y'all got jokes today.
With the glasses.
Whatever.
With the pink
Picture that.
shades.
Yeah, the figure 4. She be like,
Yeah.
with her glasses on and shit.
Making niggas tap out and shit.
Oh no.
You guys leave me alone, please. I almost died today. Remember?
Oh yeah, nothing to say. Oh, nothing to say segment.
Even across
She
even
always-
across the street.
She always walking around with her hair wet and have one little curl come down the front of her forehead.
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah,
man.
she's almost died today.
All right.
She's almost died.
All right. Nothing to say segment. Let's go ahead and get it started.
Right?
Well, I could have talked about, fucking child molesters getting off for 90 days.
Oh god.
Or I could talk about teachers getting their asses whipped by the students and the students walk out scot-free. But I think I'm gonna take a fun turn at this as I drink water. And what's nothing is safe now, especially when you reach to our age in your 30s, is your fucking bladder.
Facts.
Hella facts.
No one ever told me that when you get to your 30s, it's downhill from for your bladder.
That is true.
Holding your pee in your 30s is a whole different ball game. And I put that post on Twitter and it shared on Facebook, and people were cracking the fuck up. So, just say, just for the sake of the fun of it, what was your most intense moments of holding your pee so far in your 30s?
Oh.
Actually, a couple days ago. Shit.
Shit, no kidding. Last week.
Is that right around the time you posted this shit, actually? When you said that, I was like, nigga, that shit just happened to me, dude. Like, because honestly, like, I wake up, dude, like, all right, so look, check this out. I've had a dream of me having to take a piss.
Oh, them pee dreams.
Oh,
Watch out for
no,
the pee
nigga.
dreams.
But
I
okay.
bet we got that, yeah.
So, yeah, so y'all know, like,
Yes.
But here's the thing. As a kid, that happened for me, like, wake up, I pissed on myself.
Right.
Grown up, though,
Yeah.
had a dream. Like, I was about to take a piss. Went to the bathroom in my dream, started taking a piss, but woke up, and my body was still holding my piss. Shout out to you, body, for holding my piss. But I woke up, like, really having to take a piss, ran to the bathroom. Didn't piss on myself, though.
Yeah.
That's good.
Man, that kind of almost happened to me, like, I think, like, 3 weeks ago.
It made me start thinking about that, though. Like, oh, man,
I
one
had
of
to
these
pee,
times.
and I woke up, I'm like, oh, shit, and you have to pop up and shit and
Yeah.
run. Like, I'm like, oh, my God, my God, my God.
Wake up with all that honey love on me, man.
Oof.
All my own honey love.
Yeah, man. And them pee dreams sucks, too. Especially you hear shit like this. You like,
Yeah.
man.
Nigga.
But you know what? You know how I was able to distinguish whether it was a dream or a reality? When I would have those dreams, I would be peeing,
And you still have
but
to
I see the toilet and I'm pissing. So if
Yeah.
I'm looking at the toilet, I'm pissing on myself.
Oh.
That's how I would, shit, as an adult, I peed, but
yeah.
to be honest,
Oh.
story time.
Oh,
shit.
I wasn't
skipped
Hey,
that.
story time before Nessa's even did her service announcement.
Nah, fuck it.
He
Let's just
wasn't
go.
ready.
I wasn't ready.
He was hella not ready.
I wasn't ready. All right.
But that's a fact, though.
All right, here we go. Story time.
Story time.
Gather around, kids.
So, if any of y'all saw me on Friday at City College, I went to go see my homegirl / coworker graduate. Went to her little commencement. A few of the coworkers left work a little early to go see her. So we're walking towards the thing, and it was just so freaking packed. And I was just like, oh, I gotta go pee. But it was like, I didn't have to go pee as bad. Plus, I just wanted to like get there, see where, what everything was going on. We ended up finding seats, and we were watching the whole thing. And then my homegirl Karen calls, and I was trying to guide her to where we were sitting at, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna use the restroom first. So then my coworker D was like, why don't you go to the bathroom with her? And I'm like, nah, because I have to look for her, all this. I was like, I just don't want to miss V. Her name is Vanessa, by the way. I was like, I don't want to miss V, them call her name. So I'm like, okay. But damn well at commencements, it takes forever. They do the stupid speech. Oh, excuse me. They're not stupid, but
Yes,
they
they
do
are.
the speeches. And so I cannot stand going to
speeches.
graduations. It's a great accomplishment, and I'm so proud for people to, do it. But I just can't stand graduations. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Fast forward. So she finishes up. She gets her name called, and she's like, all right, let's go. We're like, okay. So we all take pictures. And in the middle of taking pictures, I was just like, oh, shit. I gotta go pee. I'm like, all right, come on, guys, hurry up, because I gotta use the restroom. So we're taking pictures. I'm looking uncomfortable in all my pictures. I don't know if you saw the ones I posted. I cropped my face. Like, I look so uncomfortable because I had to pee. So afterwards, we're walking around or whatever. There's still, mind you, it's still going on. They're still saying names, but we was ready to go. I was like, Karen, where's the restroom at? She's like, oh, it's right across the street. And I'm like, okay. And I don't know what it is, like you said, like with your 30s, but like I could go from 0 to 100 real quick. Like I could just not have to go pee, and then I could be like rolling up to my house, and as soon as I park and I get out my car and I start walking towards my door, it's like my bladder's like, oh, there's a toilet nearby. Your toilet's nearby. And then I just have to go so bad. And I'm like sitting there doing the pee dance, trying to open the door. The worst thing ever. So rewind. So then I'm like, okay, I'm walking towards the bathroom, and all of a sudden it just hit. So I start taking off. So they have me on Snap running. They're like, Speedy Gonzalez, blah, blah. I had to go so bad. My bitch ass runs across the street, and lo and behold, there's a fucking line. There's a long ass line, and I'm just like sitting there like, I gotta go pee, and everyone's like looking at me like, oh my gosh. Then you look at the boys' bathroom, there's nobody in there.
You should have took your ass
And
to the
I was
boys'
about to,
bathroom.
and I was like, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm about to come in here. And I looked, and I see motherfuckers on the urinal, and I was like, you know what? I'll just wait. And every time I'm about to go in, I don't know, I just got really scared. I didn't want to use the restroom. So people are like laughing at me. Someone's like, maybe somebody will give you a cup. Anyways, so I'm just like, I'm not waiting this long ass line. Let's walk. So those of you that live in San Diego, if you guys know where Muni is, the basketball gym was like, down the street from it. So I'm sitting there walking, and I'm like, okay, I can make it. And then as soon as I get closer, it hits again. So I take off again, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm almost there. Then I see this like family, and I like kind of like scoot past them, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I can't make it. I'm not gonna make it. And I fucking like, I cut the corner real quick on some Get Out type shit. Like they have me on Snap like this. I'm telling
was they
no
like
lie.
following you, or they was walking with you?
They were walking with, because we were leaving.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm thinking they running with their phones.
Yeah, it's fucking
No, they were
TMZ.
zooming in like because they thought it was so funny. So I cut the corner. I see a dumpster. I'm like, okay, I could hide behind here, pop a squat. I didn't make it. The bitch pissed on herself. The bitch pissed on herself. And then the thing is, the gym was, because I was scared that the gym wasn't going to be open, and it was open because I heard basketball's thing. So I'm sitting there pissing on myself. And I mean, I pissed the rest out, but yeah, Nessa didn't make it.
Oh, okay. You pissed her. I thought you just said fuck it.
Just stood there and
Pulled
just
the
let the
Fergie, you know
motherfucking
what I
shit
mean?
drizzle.
Yeah.
Damn near. I was pissing because when I was running, it was like like that pressure. Like I was just like, fuck. It was
did
just.
you like take like soon as she like? How did you handle it afterwards?
So then I hear them coming around the corner, and then that family that I passed by, like the mom looks and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" Because I'm sitting there with my pants down. I'm like, because I laughed because that's like one of the greatest feelings after you piss. You know, you're like, oh, like it's such a great feeling. So she heard me. She looked. She was like, "Oh," because she had her daughter and her husband. They kept it pushing, and then I pulled up my pants and I walk up to the girls. I was like, "I didn't make it, guys. I didn't make it. Thank goodness."
You
I was like,
about it though.
yeah, I was like, thank goodness for leather seats, because I can just wipe that shit off when I get home.
Oh my
You
God.
already answered my question. I was like,
What?
how are you gonna deal with the interior of your car?
Right.
Yeah, no,
Leather
I
seat.
cleaned that shit. But it sucks because I was wearing all black,
And you had to take
and
all,
then I had
take your clothes off as soon as you get home.
oh
put it in
yeah,
the
I hopped in the
washer.
shower, put that shit in the washer. No, but so I had like a blue like not cover up, but like I don't know. It's you guys know I'm not really fashionably whatever in tune. But so I was wearing this long thing covering it, and I was wearing all black, so you can't really tell. But my dumbass puts the thing just because I know there's piss on me, so I put it to cover my butt. Like like people do with their sweaters.
Oh,
So then you see the spot because it's like bright blue, and I would have been better off just not wearing anything, just wearing what I was wearing. So, and then my girl was like, oh, earlier she's like, let's go eat. I was like, yeah, let's go eat. I'm hungry. But
You're
after
like,
that shit
nah,
happened, I was
I
like,
gotta
nah,
go home.
yeah, I got to take my ass home. I was going to take my homegirl home too, Britt. Shout out to Britt, but sorry, baby, but she had to ride the bus because I had to go home. I had to go home.
Yo.
A bitch had to go home and wash her fucking ass, her fucking punani, all of that stuff. But
Man.
yeah, and they took pictures and everything. And then they're like, "Don't worry, we won't post it." I was like, "I don't care if you guys post the whole running and shit, but don't post the one of my wet ass. Like that shit's embarrassing."
Hey,
Damn.
niggas would have caught the bus.
Yeah.
Taking pictures. Catch the bus.
I dropped her to the bus stop though.
Nah, fuck
It's
that.
like at least I dropped her off to the bus
I
stop.
did.
She didn't have to walk to the bus stop. I'm that generous.
You funny, huh?
But see, that's how bad I didn't want to miss her name being called.
Y'all
So,
over
so,
there.
so, were, so were you at least drinking water?
No. So the
So
reason
you weren't
for
drinking
that.
water, you were drinking soda?
No,
See,
no.
That makes it worse.
No, I don't drink soda.
Oh, okay.
So the purpose for that is because Monday through Friday, I literally drink a whole entire gallon of water a day. Like I finish a whole gallon before 5:00 p.m. Like I finish a whole gallon.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you know
I'll
what?
take the whole
Do you know
day.
what's for me? I feel is more intense when you try to hold in piss from after drinking alkaline water. I don't know what it is about
Yeah.
alkaline
But see, I
water.
drink
Yeah, that happened to
alkaline
me
water
today.
too.
Oh
That's
my
the whole
God.
gallon is alkaline.
Alkaline water
That's what happened
is
to me
a
today.
whole other beast. I
Yeah.
swear. Like it's intensified. It's like all the urine is like right at the shaft.
Yeah, it's like, let's
knocking
go,
at the
nigga.
door like,
It
let's go,
is.
nigga, let's go.
Either
never-
we gonna go or we gonna go. Without you.
But I never realized it was because it was the alkaline. Like I just knew
It's
I had to
like
pee 'cause I
the
was like,
urge to piss is way more intense with alkaline water. I don't know why, but it is what it is.
and it comes out of nowhere.
Did you guys?
Yeah,
yes.
it does. That's true.
Did you guys see that
I
one
started
meme of
doing
that
it,
one
like-
girl that does like her little like journals or she'll like do little. I don't know if you guys posted it or someone posted it, but it was funny because she had wrote a journal entry and then said something about. I mean, I know obviously this doesn't apply to you guys, but I just thought it was funny. She was talking about how her when she or something about her having good pussy or whatever, and she said, when you have good pussies when you go to use the restroom and your piss sounds like it's frying chicken.
Wow.
And then after I heard that, I was like, let me, because I pee a lot. So when I pee, I'm like, oh, it does sound like frying chicken. I'm not saying I have good pussy. I'm just saying that shit was funny as fuck.
Alright.
I'm not saying it's horrible either. I'm just saying.
This is a
It's not bad. It's not terrible.
this is above,
I'm going to find it and I'm going to show it to you guys.
This is above my pay grade.
I be
Yeah.
thinking about a shower splash or something.
Yeah.
But it's
A
so
geyser.
intense though when
Yeah.
you pee and it's just like, my poor little bladder.
Man, I'm
Like-
telling you.
Your little bladder probably glad you got that shit. You forgot about it.
It was a couple of times where I have to like when I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to sleep, and I wake up and I gotta go, and thank God for boxers, and because you might hit that wet spot, and it's like, oh shit, like at least it barely drips. And you're like, oh shit, and you trying to fucking thank God you have to take
I know
your
when your
drawers
eyes
until like
when
that.
your eyes see the toilet
Oh
and
my
a
Yeah.
couple of drops might try to come
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, hey,
It
wait,
goes even
wait.
harder. you see running water or some shit or bottles of water sitting around.
Yo,
Yeah.
you know what also get me too is when like I hear somebody turn on the faucet or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
right.
That
Yeah.
shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
I be just regular washing my hands like after I'm cleaning
Washing
up,
dishes.
washing dishes, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go. Like it just happens.
But you know what? I don't know, man. That like I just feel like it's a mental thing or something because I don't
gotta
see
be.
how it goes from 0 to 100 like crazy.
Yeah.
And then, but it's just the feeling afterwards. Like tears start coming from my eyes. Like I even wrote a list of the 5 best feelings, or top best feelings. Well, I only did 4, but I was supposed to do
Actually,
a 5th one.
can you list that for us? Actually?
Oh boy.
I don't know what the 5th one would be. I know I had one, but when I made the list, I couldn't quite
I know a
remember
couple.
what it was. But number 4 was taking a shower after feeling filthy all day.
Okay.
Number 3, eating a bomb-ass meal after starving all day
Or after a workout.
or after a workout.
Yeah.
Number 2, taking a shit
Yes.
after having to go
That's
so
my
bad
trap.
when you got that bubble guts. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. And then number 1 was taking a piss after holding it for so
well,
long.
for me, I would just say bubble guts because that implies diarrhea.
No, it doesn't
Yeah,
have to be
diarrhea
bubble guts,
feels-
but I'm just saying
Feels
like
great.
Yeah.
I would just look how
When it
mature we
exits-
are.
When it exits your body, it feels great.
Oh my god.
I would just
it's like
say-
you completed something.
I would just say
It's like a bunch of skydivers
bunch
waiting to
of,
jump out the airplane.
Right.
a bunch of warning farts.
like
Oh,
the little
warning fart?
protein smell, the protein
Like, you
fart
just
just-
keep farting and farting and farting
Yeah.
until you actually go to the bathroom. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's no more farting because I was holding all that in. The methane gas was coming out, holding up. Yeah, this is disgusting. So I think this is nothing to save segment. It's pretty
No,
much.
let's continue.
No, that was real.
Hey, it's natural.
No, it's
It's
natural. It's real
real
shit.
real
You know what I'm saying?
life.
Like,
Like-
it applies to everybody. You
But
know
for
what I'm
real
saying?
though,
Like,
at-
everybody got their little situations.
But
and
at
stuff.
work though, seriously, like, cause the majority of water intake, like I'm at work that time, I'll be like chilling, and next thing you know, cause you've been to my job before, you know how like I'm in the back room,
Yeah.
out of nowhere I'll be like running, and the kids will be like, "Where's Miss Vanessa going?" I'm like
She's
straight to the
practicing on her
restroom.
40-yard dash.
Yeah, all the
Stupid.
time. I'm running, and we're not supposed to run. Like we tell the kids not to run, but I stay running because that restroom is not.
I mean,
You know what's so
I-
funny about what the stuff you saying? I can picture you like striding like a sprinter. And you're like, that shit looks hilarious to me in my head.
But it's
like there are a couple of times like when I'm at work and like since I work out on the field, to every station there's a couple of porta potties. So sometimes I gotta have the urge to pee, and I gotta walk all across. Hey,
Man,
yeah,
fuck
I
a
gotta do
porta
it.
potty,
But the
man.
thing is,
Nigga, you live in
they're
the bushes.
employees. They belong to employees. They're
Oh.
not public, so you have to like know the combination to get in. But yet and still a porta potty, but it's not as bad as if it's just for the public.
Yeah.
And don't get it fucked up. And niggas sometimes when I had to use the bathroom, ain't no porta potties around. Good thing for compartmental doors. I opened the door, opened the other door,
But see-
I blocked myself.
but that's what
Let it
my girl
go.
told me. She was
Fuck
just like,
that.
my girl
Yeah.
was like, okay, she's like, let's get to the car and then we'll open the door so you can go pee. But I couldn't make it.
Or
I couldn't-
even
I
Like
couldn't
or
make
suicide
even,
it.
style-
or even
style
when you're
doors?
doing Lyft or Uber. After I drop someone off, I'm like,
Oh man.
fuck this.
'Cause
I'm
you-
pulling over somewhere.
Yeah, 'cause-
Yeah.
I
and
don't
see,
give a fuck.
and
I'm in the neighborhood or something. I'm
But
opening
see,
the door
it's
and I'm just.
easy, but it's easier
I be pulling
for
the Smokey on the side of
easier
somebody's
for
house.
men. It's easier for men, and I even
Yeah.
contemplated like popping a squat. Like even though everybody was there at the graduation, but I was like my clumsy ass would as soon as I pull down my pants,
Fall
I'm gonna
into the
fucking
bushes
yeah,
and
like
get poison
like,
ivy,
no,
poison oak.
just
Yeah.
knowing my ass.
All
But you
kind
know
of
what?
rashes
But I
and
heard
shit.
that there's a new thing, like. It's not like a catheter, but it's like a little stick for females, so we can pee standing up,
Like
like
guys.
when there's like
Yeah, I
situations
seen
like
it. It looked
that.
like some
It's
reverse
like a cup or
some-
something.
Yeah.
A little,
Like a
No,
funnel
like a
kind
well,
of
no,
cut in
I've
half.
seen that, but my homegirl said no. It's like a stick, and I'm just kind of like, so I was like, yeah, like a catheter. She's like, no, because you don't stick it in. I'm like, well, how are you gonna pee? Like, I don't know, but I need to look into that because especially
You put it in you take a piss, it's gonna shoot that stick right out.
for real.
along with your
But-
piss.
she
because-
gonna try to start writing her name down. She's like,
Oh
damn.
my gosh.
Stupid.
If
No,
I had
because
a dick,
you guys know when I
Yeah,
drive
move your
Lyft,
asses,
I drive
yeah.
so late, so there's like nothing really open, and even the stuff that's open, like Denny's and stuff, you have to buy something. They don't want to just let anybody in. Well,
Yeah.
certain places, so it's kind of hard. So I might need to invest in that.
Hotel lobbies.
You know what? We still have issues.
I always used to go to Hard Rock, and one time actually, now that you mentioned that, I pulled up one time, and I'm not gonna say this person's name because I forgot it, and plus, y'all work with her. She was really rude, and I had to use the bathroom so bad. And I knew that you guys weren't there because you guys went to WonderCon, but I was just like, I felt so bad. I had shot him a text, it didn't send through. I didn't know, but I was just like, fuck.
We know who she is.
So then I go to the door, and she's like, "Where's your key?" And I was like, Kenlon said I could use the restroom. I had to pull his card. I felt so bad because I don't like doing stuff like that, but I had to go so bad, and I couldn't make it to the Hard Rock to go pee. Plus, I was right there, and she's just like, "Well, he didn't text me and tell us that somebody was coming." I was just like, I just have to go. He said it's fine, and I felt so bad for lying, but yeah, I hella went to go use the restroom.
My coworker, fuck her.
Okay.
okay.
I'm not trying to,
She rude, man. Fuck her. But like, how you said we as guys don't have it as hard. Like we don't have to squat and shit. That's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, say like you try to go piss somewhere where it's like solid ground. Do you ever feel like the piss is like it got it out for you or something? Because you're taking a piss and the piss starts rolling towards you. It's like, what the fuck, man? And you can slide your leg out like, move the fuck out the way.
Yeah. or even like there's like people around, but not enough to like people looking at you and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta pee, and you think it's gonna be a quick tinkle, but that shit be taking forever. So you holding your breath, you pushing it out, you like.
Like you pretty much forcing your piss.
I'm not doing that. I'm like, fuck it, y'all just gonna catch me.
Fucking Blastoise and shit.
If
over
I was
there.
a dude, I would
cheek or
piss everywhere. Like I would, just the amount of water that
Water
I drink,
cannon.
I would piss everywhere.
Now the police roll up on you. Woo! What you doing over there?
Mark will be like, water cannon.
Stupid.
Because
Blastoise.
and then even if you guys have, because with
Nigga
you guys just have to unbutton your pants and just like whip it out. With females, we have to take it all the way down. Oh, and don't catch us in a fucking onesie. Like definitely can't pull that shit. We got to get all the way naked to use the restroom. Like we can't pop it.
Speaking of squat, when I was talking about, I'll pull a Chris Tucker, a Smokey on the side of somebody's house. When I was in LA, I used to like go on like a 4-mile walk, whatever, and I guess one day I had the bubble guts. And I decided to go on this fucking walk, right? Yeah. I almost shit myself. So I pulled a Smokey and broke on the side of somebody's house, went under these stairs and squat and just, man.
Oh my God.
It's like a water slide and everybody. It's like a water slide with a bunch of turds on it coming out.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Wild rivers.
Like that bitch at fucking Starbucks.
No, raging
waters.
Like the chick at Starbucks, the video, the chick just took a dump and then picked her shit up.
I didn't pick my shit up. I let it sit where it laid. And guess what? I was like, I ain't gonna walk around with no shitty booty either. I took my boxers off and wiped my ass. Folded up, wiped my ass, folded up, wiped my ass, and left the boxes right on top of that shit. Walked home nice and dry in a brisk walk. With my sweatpants on, swinging. Sweatpants on, swinging, nigga. Shit. Fuck that.
Oh my gosh, that's so disgusting.
Didn't touch my face or none of that. Kept my hands down on the sides till I got home. Washed my hands.
Oh my God, that's so gross.
Put my sweats in the dirty rag.
I mean, you gotta do something. You gotta wipe something.
Hey,
shit.
Hey, nigga, that's survival right there.
Yeah,
homie. You couldn't find like a newspaper or anything like.
A newspaper.
I looked around.
No, like you know what I'm saying. Like
thing I can use is a rock or some bugs.
A rock.
But I know
some leaves.
But I know when you have the bubble guts, man, you can't even trust a fart.
Yeah.
No. That's what happened, man.
Yeah. You like,
oh.
I was like, all right, well, maybe it's a fart. Let it out a little bit. No, that's not a fart.
Psych.
No, that's not a fart.
You got a leak.
Not even peekaboo.
It's leaking.
But I can tell because I be farting a lot. So I like, oh yeah, that one don't feel like it's just a fart.
Nah.
That might have.
No. The funny part is when you try to do it and you think it is, but you do it like very slowly. You're like,
To test it.
to test it out. Like,
Sound like a damn chemistry lab.
Or start building up like a jet engine.
you try to do you try like you test it out. Try to do like the quietest fart there to make sure it's not like it leaks or anything like you like.
So stupid.
You're like, oh nope. You like try to test the waters and shit like that.
Okay, I know one thing I do if I'm at the gym. If you got a fart and you got a crop dust or something like that, you know, like I pause the music. So because I don't want to fart
I
with
feel
the
like
music.
I'm right here with you right now.
I don't want to fart with the music blasting. Think that I'm doing some silent farts. Motherfucker, that's to be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm thinking, nah. So what I do is I turn my shit down real low.
Make
and
sure.
I'm like, cool.
I make
Well,
sure.
you have to do that.
I make sure
and
the
no-
people around me have headphones on too, just in case.
But now if they walk
Oh, shit, we
past
got
me, I'm
headphones
just
on right
gonna
now.
be on the treadmill like I didn't do that shit.
I didn't
Some
do
of the-
Nah, because you gotta hear your shit because you think it's time for it. You been shit loud as fuck and
I'm
shit.
sorry, y'all.
Burn,
I'm a
burn,
thug.
burn.
I let my shit go. Pow. Sorry.
Nigga,
They be looking at me. I'm like, nigga, what? You do it?
gunshots. So you bust gunshots out there. Pop, pop.
Yeah, man.
busting gunshots while you're
Oh,
doing
hell
hamstring
nah.
curls and
Some
shit.
niggas- some rough ones, man.
They shooting. Oh, made
Man.
you look.
I think that's the worst position to do a fart at when you're doing a hamstring curl. When you're laying on your stomach on the machine.
Oh, it's over.
Your ass tooted up
Your
in
ass
there.
tooted up and everything.
Yeah.
What about leg lifts?
I'm not gonna lie. Actually, when I used to come
Sorry.
from work and work in the morning, I used to lay on my bed, on my stomach, and just let it all go. Boom, boom. Just it's the yo do
Sound like
that.
a-
Yo, real
Sound like
shit.
a bed.
When you get on your bed, and you lay on your stomach, and you just like lay down and just let that shit go. It's the best feeling in the world.
Oh my
I do it
God.
every single time. Try it.
I've
me.
tried
I was
it.
gonna say something, but I'm not.
All right. Well, I hope the
No,
listeners.
no, I'm just saying, like
What,
when
lift
you
one
done
leg
with
up by
work.
your ear or
No,
something?
no, like just lay on your bed on your stomach and stuff like that, and just let it go. Oh my god, that shit's
All
No,
I know-
like
all I
if
know
you
is-
like spread your ass cheeks and let the.
Oh, okay.
But-
Oh, you do the low.
But I just want to circumvent. I just want to let you guys know if you're in your 20s or if you're in your early 20s and your late 20s,
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Your bladder,
prepared.
that your bladder is
Yes,
not
we
gonna
fart
hold up
and-
like it
and-
used to. Everybody say, "Oh, 30's the new 20s." No, it's not, nigga. Your bladder will tell you otherwise. That's the real distinction right there.
30's the old 30.
Fuck
Oh,
these
yeah.
motherfuckers talking about.
Yeah, and if you got the
Nigga,
bubble guts,
nigga, piss
be
before
careful if
be
you gonna
pissed
fart.
before you go to club, homie.
Be careful you're gonna fart. Fart slow. Because it might feel like a whole football team trying to come out the fucking
Oh
locker
my
room.
God.
But I
Hey,
think the
stupid.
best place where people could like
Fart slow,
honestly, I think the place where people could crop dust. I never did it, but I could see how people get
Talking
away
about
with it.
yoga.
Is crop dust at the club.
Ugh.
Music's loud,
Aw,
music's
man.
bumping. You can't hear
You
shit.
can't hear it.
I've done
And
it.
you
I've
just
done it.
and you just brah, brah, excuse me,
yeah.
excuse me, brah, brah.
You drop one and you move.
Yeah, pop and move, pop and move.
Yep.
Yep.
That's funny as
Fart.
fuck. Ew.
And Mark, you be like,
Yep.
fart slow, homie. You never know, homie.
I used to lay eggs like Yoshi, man.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
Oh no.
All right.
Just
But
keep
yeah,
going.
That's my nothing to safe segment. So
That's funny.
Your
as
bladder.
fuck.
Your bladder.
your
Your
bladder,
bladder.
your
Yo.
bladder ain't safe when you hit 30, motherfucker. And it's all downhill from here.
Drink wisely,
Because I hear 40s, 50s, it doesn't get any easier.
No.
So.
Yo, that's how my grandpa, when he
Yeah,
picked
'cause
me
you-
up, he said, "Hey,
I got a
we
diaper on.
we're not making any pit stops. So usually, because we're like, you know, we get something to eat." He said, "Nah, we're going straight to the house." I'm like, "Hey, we can't stop by and get something."
Yeah.
I got you, Pop. No, I'm good, man. My grandpa picked me up and so we go home and he goes straight to piss, even though he just took a piss before he went to come get me.
Yeah.
He come pick me up. We sure you want to get something to eat? Yo, we'll get some McDonald's and I got you, cheeseburger. No, I'm good, grandson. You sure? No, I gotta go home. I'm
Yeah.
like, he just pissed. He's like, yeah, I know. I gotta go back. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
it
I be
is
going.
what it
I
is.
go to the restroom at least like 10 to 12 times a day.
It is what it is, man. I can't count on one in two hands how many times I pissed today.
Man,
It's crazy.
Ever since I started drinking water, man, I've been doing the piss constantly now.
Yeah.
I am like, ugh, that's crazy.
It
man.
get your skin nice.
It is. I ain't gonna lie about that.
You get your
That's-
skin nice.
That shit helps.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll go ahead with this NSA coming up next.
I thought that was an NSA.
No, she shared her story.
I know. I'm joking. Oh God. Damn, son, where do you find this? This the Jig is Up podcast with Nessa's Service Master.
Background.
Oh yeah.
Struggle right there. You must have lost your hair.
That was real.
It's like I'm like losing it at the end.
That's the best part.
Shut up.
God bless his heart for trying.
Man, at least I did it. Fuck y'all.
All right, y'all. It's your girl, Miss Nessa. And today's NSA is called Shoot Your Shot.
What?
Question mark?
Are we coming full circle?
Shoot your shot?
Layup?
Even though this phrase is heavily overused, it's 2018.
Swag.
And you know, I applied it not once but twice. And you know, the first time being, and I'm not going to say when these set of events happened, but they did. The first time being me finally getting to live out my fantasy, and the second being that I was being honest with somebody and asking tough questions, even though I was scared of the outcome, aka rejection. So with that, I got story time.
Damn, she got another story time? Damn,
Fuck,
me
man. No,
Two in one pot.
I know,
fuck
right?
story time.
Time to go to sleep.
Shit, I ain't gotta tell no stories then.
This-
I ain't tell no stories last week. I ain't gotta tell none this week either.
Well, here we are anyway, folks.
God damn it. Again.
It's all love.
They love my story times, just letting y'all know.
Ooh, let me get my blanket.
We don't.
All right, so for my first story,
Nigga, she got sequels.
no, my first story of an example of me shooting my shot.
What? Okay.
This I gotta
Is
hear.
for y'all that have listened to me some odd episodes ago, and the boys know this. One of my fantasies was to see people have sex. I've always said that I was an aspiring, not inspiring, but aspiring voyeur. Yeah. And the reason why I've never been able to watch people have sex is because they either wanted me to join, or the female would just want me to be a part of it and for the guy to watch. Like, what part of the game is that when it's my fantasy?
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. So with that being said, there is a situation where I knew some crazy shit might have been able to go down, and yeah, I basically shot my shot, and I even said it exactly like that. I said, yo, I'm shooting my shot. Do you think that I could watch you and old girl smash? And he was just like, well, I don't mind. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, I don't know if she'll be down, you know. And
That's
he's like,
one.
and then he was just like, no, I think she'll be down, and this, that, and the other. I was like, okay, well, I just don't want her to feel uncomfortable. So fast forward, I basically put it out there that I was trying to watch them smash, and I was putting little subtle hints to the girl to make her feel somewhat comfortable. I didn't think it was really going to go down because, like I said, it's been over a decade that I've been wanting this to happen. So yeah, so it happened. I watched it. I didn't really know how to feel about it because, you know, and that was one thing, like, people would always ask, like, oh, so are you going to masturbate? Are you going to be nude? Are you going to be this? Are you going to be that? What are you going to be doing? I was like, I don't know. Like, I've never been in that situation, so I can't really, you know, I can't really say what I'm going to do.
Right.
So when so what happened was I first was watching it from afar. Like, I was like, yeah, get the party started. So I watched. So they was already into it because I felt like it would be weird me just sitting there like watching a movie, waiting for the credits and you know all that shit. Like it's weird. So I ended up like waited till they was already getting the party started, and then I walked in, and I was watching from afar, and then eventually, obviously they noticed I was in the room. So then the guy brought the girl closer and basically gave me a front row show. And it was supposed to, I'm living my truth right now. I was supposed to just watch, but I ended up kind of participating, sort of.
She makes the tag.
And the tag.
Well, in wrestling they tag and they get all pumped up and shit. So,
I wasn't pumped up, but if I must say, it was not a very fun experience. At least the girl on girl part for me. I think I would have been better off just watching. And I feel like if I were to ever be given that situation or that opportunity to watch again, not necessarily with them, but just in general, at least now I kind of know what to expect. And I definitely do not want to participate because I feel like that took away from the whole me watching, like the whole experience that I've been wanting to experience. So
best damn story time I've heard in a while.
Well, I'm not giving any details, but yeah. So that was my first time shooting my shot in that direction. All right. So then the next time I shot my shot was
again another one.
Oh, goody. Another one.
Damn, Return of the Jedi. Goddamn.
This one was a little bit more personal because about a year ago, I was kind of dealing with this dude, and the boys were like, I've always said that I was scared of rejection, so I didn't like asking certain questions. I wasn't ready to get certain answers. But the guys were like, yeah, go ahead. Guys get rejected all the time, so I'm just like, okay, whatever. I mean, I'm not a guy, but you know what? Y'all right.
Guys rejected all the time, baby.
You tough, right?
You tough, right?
That's nothing.
80%.
It's common.
I think women make about over 80% of the shots they take when it comes to shooting the shot. You guys have a higher percentage. Like
where we at? 40%?
20%.
Well, shit.
I don't know, nigga.
I fell in the 20% because I got rejected.
Shut your ass up.
Motherfucker tumbled my ass.
Spoiler alert.
That was only one shot.
And that's all I needed.
That's not even 20%. That's zero.
Okay, so
That's
first
not
of
even
all,
like,
what like you said you shooting your shot. Was it like a shooting shot because you wanted to do something with this guy, like a date, have sex? Like what was at stake with this shot?
We're digging.
This shot was to see, is this, because I've always said I kind of like, say little stuff on the pod about my situationship, but I never really gave details, nor do I plan on it. But you guys know more of the details, and I know that obviously I would like for it to be something more than what we have been doing. So it was one of those, and I know, especially you, Marco, I know I've always been like, oh yeah, by February, if this don't happen, then fuck it, blah, blah, blah. He was just like, all right, Nessa, all right,
Yeah, hell yeah, we did. In the group chat, everybody, even Zach, we all did the IRL, like, okay. But I'll believe it when I see it, nigga. Like,
and then as it comes closer, all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? Nah, I don't need it. I'm cool with where we at and blah blah blah. But it's really because I'm just so fucking scared to take another shot at kind of seeing like have we progressed, this, that, and the other. So, this situation kind of is what the first situation is what kind of led me into this second thing. So, talking to old boy, and I'm telling him everything but what happened. I was like walking around it, like I was dancing around, you know, what actually happened, because I was scared that he was just like, I'm really not fucking with you now. Like, you know what I mean? So, and it was one of those things where I'm just like, fuck. Because I'm a very open person. I'm very, like, a very truthful person. So I felt that I felt like I was going to be taking this to my grave, at least with him. Because I was just like, he's really not fucking with me. But then it was one of those things where I was just like, you know what, Ness, like, if he decides not to fuck with you after this, then it's possibly a good thing, because, you know, it's not fair to just anything in life. I feel like it's not fair. Just for example, if someone were to cheat on me, not saying this has nothing to do with that, but I'm saying somebody was to cheat on me, I feel like it's only fair for them to let me know and then give me the opportunity to see if I want to A, work through it, or B, leave. Because I feel like it's not fair you just being like, okay, I'm just going to keep this to myself, and then we're just in this toxic relationship and blah, blah, blah. So anyways, back to my situation. I wanted to tell him because I just wanted to get it off my chest. But like I said, I was scared that would be the total end of whatever little bit that we had going. So I talked about it, but I danced around, and by now he knows me, I know him, so he's just like, okay, this bitch obviously has something she's keeping from me, you know. But so we kind of got into like a little, not really argument, but yeah, we got into a little argument. So anyways, fast forward, this prolonged to like a couple days, or maybe like the next day, and so finally he asked me again. He was like, okay, so what happened? Mind you, we had already argued and stuff. So I was just like, and then I was like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to put all my cards on the table. I said, all right, I understand if you don't want to fuck with me at all anymore after this, but blah, blah, blah. And he's like, and what else? I'm like, that's it. He was just like, well, why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just say I had my first girl on girl experience? And I'm like, well, because you're already upset off of the little stuff that I was saying that didn't even pertain to me. But he's like, but I seen where it was going, but you made it seem like it was going a different direction. So of course, as a man, I'm thinking something else. He's like, of course I'm gonna feel some type of way, even though I shouldn't, because obviously we're not in a relationship, but I feel some type of way, you know, but it is what it is, you know, shit happens. So I'm like, okay. So this whole time, the whole rest of the day, I'm just like, okay, is he not fucking with me anymore? But
Sure ain't.
She's like, hey, we're still good, buddy, huh?
Yeah.
As good as how I want us to be.
How you been? How you been?
How you been, old buddy, old pal?
Hey,
nah,
stranger.
but we ended up No, but we ended up working things out, and yeah, I actually, that kind of opened up a whole can of worms, and ended up getting a bunch of answers to questions that I've been wanting to know for like ever, but I was too scared to ask. But it's like, it was at the heat of the moment. At that point, I was just like, oh, if he done, he done. So shit, I might as well, you know, go ahead and keep asking these keep shooting these shots and asking all types of questions. Some of the stuff I didn't really like the answers to, but you know, I took what I could, you know, dish out, and actually it made us stronger. So we're stronger now. And pretty much he I'll tell you guys more about it later. But yeah, but anyway, the moral of the story is to shoot your shot.
Regardless of the
outcome, because if it's something bad, maybe things were supposed to happen, and this is all about, you know, the universe and everything. Maybe things are supposed to happen in a negative manner for you to see that, okay, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. Like, stop trying to force shit to go in the direction you want when it's really not supposed to be like that. So, you know,
the word of the day is adversity.
Sure.
Adversity, kids.
Sure. Yes. So yeah.
Don't be scared.
And don't be scared if you want to watch people have sex. Some people are open to it.
Oh, I wasn't saying all that. I said don't be scared to shoot your shot.
I'm just kidding.
So my question is that are you still in considering of still want to watch people have sex?
Oh yeah.
Are you still okay? Even though your first experience wasn't the best, are you still interested in doing that?
Well, yeah, because like I said, I know why it wasn't the best, and it was because I participated, and that was the whole thing. That was the thing I said I didn't want to do. I wanted to fully watch it.
I mean, let's not blame it on the participation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, I have to because it was the worst experience ever.
I mean,
and I would think being a female that like she know
where she going.
Yeah.
Nope.
I don't know if it's because she was drunk or what, but
probably.
And then
I'm just saying.
But what was it?
I'm just saying. Just leave it open for the future because somebody might get you.
Yeah,
somebody might have
I think
exactly
so too.
What you're looking for.
Like they might be doing the damn thing. You be like, oh shit, it's getting intense, and they be like, do you care to join? And open your hand.
And you join. You like, oh,
yeah,
okay. Hey,
to this day,
yeah,
I still admire women, but I'm strictly dickly. Like I can't. I can never. I can never cross over. Like, and not even just because I hurt, but even before it went down, like just that feeling. It wasn't like an excited feeling. It was just kind of like, okay, I don't know what to expect. And as soon as it started happening, not that it was horrible, but at first it was just kind of like,
it's just
nah.
Hard, it's just hard to hear this, like, from you or any other chick talk about how they had their girl on girl experience because ain't no niggas talking about that shit. No niggas doing that either. Like, we not talking about, hey man, I let niggas, he wasn't really.
We had the pig roast.
He didn't know what he was doing, so
the pig roast.
I just wasn't feeling it, man.
The pig roast, man, and
you know what I
she
mean?
was fucking her up. Yeah.
You know, like the homie was pumping her too hard from behind. It caused her to choke from the other side. You know what I mean?
I decided to participate.
Yeah, and then we just switch over. We just
little guy action.
She wanted in order for this to happen, we had to kiss each other. Fuck that.
She said she wanted us to reenact Star Wars.
You know what music video I would love for it to look like?
Stupid.
Monica, The First Night. Do you guys remember that video?
Which one?
The First Night.
The First Night.
Right?
I remember the song, but I don't remember the video.
I should make a move, but I won't. And then there's like little parts where like they're like watching. There were not people having sex, but they were like looking through the little thing, and then like there'll be like, I gotta look it up. I'll look it up later and show you guys.
Sounds familiar.
All right.
But that would be ideal.
Oh, okay. I thought it would probably be more like LL Cool J doing it now.
Oh, like that too. But
eating the apple and shit. Do the little
you know what? That might have been.
She be the one dressed in the suit eating the apple and shit.
You know what? That might have been the movie. I mean, the video I was talking about. Sure. I don't know how Monica popped up.
Doing it, yeah. That's LL Cool J.
But I just want to take time and say I think we should name this title.
Oh, my bad. It's doing it right.
Speak Now, or Forever Hold Your Pee.
Hold your pee. That's a good one.
I like that.
Got it. There you go.
All right. Anything else with your NSA, Miss Nessa?
Oh, that's it. I mean, to wrap up, don't be afraid to shoot your shot, ladies included. It's 2018. What?
No, go ahead. It's 2018.
It's summer 18 right now because it's Memorial Day weekend. So if you're single, get all your ttin out for the next 3 months.
Get that smut out of your system.
Get it all out of your system because after that,
is officially over.
Until the fall.
Until the fall, to further notice, because in San Diego weather, cuffing season will take forever.
You know that
it'll still be hot in October.
I didn't like it.
Which one?
Doing it and doing it and doing. I didn't like that.
That's my
shit.
jam.
I was like, ugh.
But it's uncomfortable to listen to when you have people in your car.
With the moaning part at the end.
Yeah.
Ugh. I wasn't turned on at all. I was like,
I'm gonna call you Big Daddy and scream. That was my shit, man.
Nah, my dick.
What you saying?
Right. So what you say?
All right. Well, we'll be right back.
What's good, people? It's your guy M-eezi. Just want to thank y'all for listening. And if you're a new listener, be sure to subscribe to us if you rock with us. Like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter and IG at JiggisUpPod. If you have a question, you can leave it in the comments or add us. You could even send it to our Gmail. That's jiggisuppodcast@gmail.com. And we'll make sure we respond back to you on the show. And make sure y'all share. All right. That's it. Peace.
Candy rain. Yeah, that's
you know the words. I don't know that shit.
I know that whole entire song.
All
All
right.
right, we back. We recording. We good.
All right, we're back.
I was
we're
trying
back.
to catch her so I could sample the shit out of her.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to let the shots ring out on this one. We got to let the shots ring out on this one. Rapid fire
Oh,
topics.
son, pull off. No,
Rapid fire topics coming on up. What you guys think? We got 2 for 5 purple tops. Nah, I'm just joking.
Purple tops.
Wait, really quick. Yeah, so it wasn't Monica. But this is my shit, though. But the video is not. Yeah, it was probably doing it. But sorry, continue.
See, I already got the foresight. Anyway, we're gonna start it off with 30-year-old Michael Rotondo. I don't know if you guys heard this story.
Michael.
The 30-year-old man who was evicted from his parents for living for free room and board for 8 years since he was the age of 22. Since the age of 22.
22.
Living free room and board. And his parents had to take him to court to get him the fuck out of their house.
Before I seen, when I first heard it and I seen who the boy was, automatically I said, I know this motherfucker ain't Filipino. Because Filipinos be having their kids there. They don't care. You 30, 40, 50 years old. You could live with mama and daddy.
Shit, I remember, when I first moved out, I was 23 when I moved out. And I don't know what it is with black parents. They want to get you the fuck out by the time you're 18. So it's kind of gracious that my parents let me move out. My first time moving out at age 23. And, yeah, man. That's crazy. And then I think he was on CNN. They were asking him, like, hey, how come you don't want to move out? He said he don't have a job. He don't have the means to move out and find a place. Like, nigga, you've been living with your parents for 8 years. You didn't save up nothing?
But what did he say? He was just like, didn't he say, I'm not a burden on them? Or was he saying?
It makes millennials look bad. It really do.
Yeah.
It really puts a stamp on us, and it's going to make baby boomers think that we're fucking, all entitled. And we're not baby boomers, if you happen to listen to this podcast for some reason.
I feel like they feel that way anyway.
Yeah, they think that we're
Motherfuckers
lazy.
be working and shit, living with somebody. You motherfuckers living off of me? Hey,
Look, man, it's overqualified motherfuckers looking for jobs at McDonald's. Niggas with bachelor's degrees are trying to be shift managers at McDonald's. It's rough out here, B.
Do you know where they live?
straight up.
Where are they from? Where do you
It was
remember?
out in Connecticut or Maine or somewhere in the East Coast. Yeah, but his parents like,
That's
look,
crazy.
you gotta get your ass out. And like I said, he was on CNN. He was on a couple of news publications. Like, wow, ain't that some white privilege? Because if a nigga got kicked out of his parents' house, it wouldn't make the news like this.
Hell nah.
But right now he's just, and the crazy thing about it, they're like, man, I bet you gets no pussy. Newsflash, this motherfucker got a kid already. His baby
know
mama,
what?
his baby mama got.
He's sounding a lot like Jody right now.
Man, this nigga worse than Jody. At least,
Okay.
at least Jody got a place to live. This nigga out with his parents.
This nigga got 2 places.
Okay, pre-selling dresses Jody.
You're so stupid.
I wonder if he cried like Jody when he got kicked out.
That's
You know what I
fucking
mean?
stupid.
And oh yeah, speaking of baby boy, fucking BET is Deborah Lee stepping out as the CEO of BET. So enjoy all of the baby boy reruns because I think that shit's coming to a screeching halt. All right. Anything else about the 30-year-old guy who's gonna cry about because he has to move out? No? Fuck him. All right.
The word of the day is adversity, kids. And he's gonna be faced with that.
Oh yes, he is. Morgan Freeman is the new guy for the Me Too movement. I noticed that Morgan Freeman's been dancing around, shaking and jiving, walking on eggshells during the awards and stuff like that, the Globes, the Oscars and all that, and maybe this is why Morgan Freeman's been slapped with a sexual harassment allegations from 8 different women. Some of them I saw were kind of reaches because he was just saying some provocative compliments, but there are other cases of him asserting himself to other women. I believe in due process. There should be a trial. There should be an investigation. You can't go by hearsay because,
Right.
you know, people are just getting, you know, I know it doesn't really have to do anything with the Me Too movement, but it's the weaponizing of your victim, have people weaponizing their victimhood. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Reuben Foster's ex-girlfriend. I don't know if you guys heard the story. She was saying that Reuben Foster, you know, beat her up and all that shit, but she came out and told the truth that she was lying about the alleged assault, domestic battery. And she said she came out and she said she did it to a previous boyfriend before, and she just trying to ruin Reuben Foster's life because he didn't want to be with her no more. And she was trying to get all the money and get this nigga in jail and fuck his whole entire life up over a lie. And I'm not saying these women who are not telling the truth about Morgan Freeman, but all I'm saying is, like, now victims are having too much power.
Yep.
And they're using it as a way to get over people. And I already said it on my IG story, like, you know, when I get in the business, nigga, I am doing nothing but daps. I ain't hugging none of you bitches.
No church hugs, none of that.
Nah, not even a Christian hug?
Not even a
Fuck
fucking
no.
Christian hug. I'm giving you a fucking
Christian hug.
Nope, none of that shit.
Fuck. So much for photos.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck all that.
Man, and plus, why y'all getting at old niggas though? I mean, y'all got Bill Cosby, now Morgan Freeman. Like, what's good?
Well,
like,
Harvey Weinstein turned himself in.
Oh yeah,
In New York.
That nigga's guilty. So I mean, he's like, fuck it. Y'all heard from everybody in the fucking business. I might as well fucking turn myself in.
Yeah.
It's over 20 stories from all different actors and shit. I'm fucking turning myself
That
in.
nigga is a
that
legend.
nigga's guilty. So, but I'm just saying, y'all getting at old niggas like Cosby. Y'all got him. Now y'all come.
Eddie
Morgan
Griffin
Freeman.
said it best. He's like, if you're a black man in this entertainment business, you're not walking away from it clean. And that's scary. That's the scary thing.
That's
like,
sad, huh?
you know, if you like, man, like, I could literally be in my trailer, and some girl walks in, and I just say hi, bye, and then she will say, "Oh my God, he undressed me with his eyes, bitch." I was going over my eyes.
Bitch. She walked in with a She walked in with a trench coat.
Bitch, I was going over my line. The fuck you mean?
Going over my line.
She walked in your trailer to set you up.
He undressed me with his eyes. What the?
Right, she'll have a trench coat on with nothing else underneath. Oh my God, why are you looking at me like that? And then drop the trench coat. Bitch, you better put that trench coat on back. Put that shit back on right now. Security.
Yeah, security.
Motherfuckers
Hey, man,
gonna
get
have
your
to
ass
have
over
like
here.
those like body cams or whatever on
I
just
know.
to stay safe.
Just like have a bodyguard right there at the trailer door. Like, who is it? Oh, it's the PA. Okay, what? When you need me to come out? All right, I'll be out.
He won't even come to the door. He'll slide the window out on the side of the trailer. Look
Yeah,
out.
man,
Look,
bitch.
you won't.
Slide
I'm
a
telling you.
jig. What the fuck y'all want?
Men are gonna have to take extra precautions because of this shit. It's gonna be crazy.
That's oh my God.
Motherfuckers gonna be called gay.
Yeah.
They think gay rumors gonna fly because you
Yeah.
ain't trying to hit on nobody.
Right.
You trying to fuck with nobody.
He just didn't look at me. No, nigga. He trying to protect himself from your ass.
Like, get away from me.
too.
Yeah, I couldn't even hire no female coach. I couldn't be T'Challa. I couldn't have no Dora Milaje
Yeah, that's the only.
because they
that's-
gonna
that's
think
the
I'm
only
doing
thing,
something
you
to
know.
them.
Yeah.
That's the only thing because we don't know who's misusing the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the only thing
man.
that sucks.
So it just sucks that, like, it's just ruining it for the real victims out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It delegitimizes people's claims, and it makes it harder for women now to make these claims, to come out and say, hey, this happened to me. And it could be true, but now since people like to lie, make shit up, you can't tell whom for whom.
I don't
You
think.
can't.
I don't honestly don't think it makes it harder for them.
It doesn't.
I feel like, you know, once like these girls that falsely use it and they come out, people just kind of be like, oh, okay. Next one.
But you sure it doesn't make it harder for the next woman to say, hey, I've been touched, and
Nope. Because everybody's gonna believe her
believe it until like she's proven otherwise?
until she says out her mouth that she was.
But what if
lying.
like there was DNA saying that, you know, it didn't match up or anything? Like that one chemist was been fucking shit up in
To her own folks.
in Massachusetts. You didn't forget about you, bitch.
Oh my God.
Nothing is safe.
Nothing.
Well, anyway,
That's
I
scary
can't
as
even
fuck.
bust a fucking nut.
Right?
Shit, man, I'm gonna have like little hidden camera. No, I can't have hidden cameras in my own trailer. I'm trying to use it to prove my innocence, and not for me like to smash a co-star and make a revenge porn out of it.
Marco is having sex with the girl,
doing
at
her
this moment.
like Tierra Marie's ex-boyfriend and shit. Oh, Tierra Marie.
Which I disagree with everybody about her head game.
What? Oh, about it being whack.
Yeah, they were talking about some.
It was straight.
Yeah, I was like, you know,
It was straight. It was better than Black China.
I don't know. I feel like just people expect everyone to be porn stars. Like,
That's not the case.
It's kind of hard when you put yourself out there as a sex symbol. So niggas gonna have this high like expectations of you. So
he better bring it.
So that's the thing. Like,
better bring it.
Really?
you know, niggas like, well, you be taking them thirst trap pictures, like, you know what you doing, bitch.
Yeah.
Better not be no stuffed animal. You better fucking move.
You better not be no dead body.
Yeah.
Not a fan of
Nah,
fucking
sex
those.
doll. You better not be no damn sex doll. Just stand there just looking at my ass while I'm doing the work.
Anyway, man, on the sports side, man, the National Football.
Wait, sorry, really quick.
League.
Side note.
Oh.
So is it really true about the whole like getting back shots thing? Like makes the girl's ass get bigger?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, carry on.
What she thinks she in the Nelly video?
And other news
I mean,
today.
I don't know about for you though.
Say.
I'm just saying, like,
Well,
like I was looking in the mirror that day. I was like, oh, what the hell is that over there? I mean, I know I've been gaining weight.
Oh well,
too,
yeah,
but,
there you go.
But I had seen that. I was like,
it
what
has
the
been
fuck?
working.
And then I had asked.
That is true.
I had asked him, and he was just like, yeah, I mean, because that's all. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's a true thing.
How though? Like scientifically?
after doing it for a long time, the
know.
muscles began to
Maybe
curve.
it's a workout.
The butt cheeks began to curve a little bit more than usual, and it would stay there for permanently until you do more stuff. Back to you, Bob. I don't know.
Back to
All
you,
right, back to
Bob.
sports. I just had to ask.
Back to you, Marco.
All right, the NFL, where niggas can't kneel. The NFL, the owners, signed and approved the NFL national anthem policy, where players can't take a knee or they will suffer a 15-yard penalty along with some fines. Now, they can stay in the locker room and not be out there for the national anthem.
You said they can.
Yeah, they can stay in the locker room, but
Yeah.
if they're outside, they
have
can't take a knee. They got to stand for the flag and respect the military, because that's what exactly Colin Kaepernick was protesting against. You know, he said the fucking military, and no, he did not. And it's so fun, and it's a crazy. You know, in a way, I will have to say Donald Trump is really Lex Luthor, because remember there was a scene in Batman versus Superman when he had Superman on his knees, and he said, "Now look at this. I got God bending to my will." A guy with a godlike complex looking at a guy who had godlike powers, and he's saying, look, you're bending to my will. You got to do what I say. And think about it now. Donald Trump wanted to go against the NFL. He wanted to compete against them. Couldn't compete against them. He wanted to join them and try to own the Buffalo Bills. Couldn't do that either. So he was excluded from the club as an owner. Now he's president of the United States. Who gets the last laugh?
He won't.
He got them kissing his fucking ring, and that's why I put that political cartoon on our IG story in the Jig Is Up podcast IG official page. Go ahead and follow.
Yeah,
and that is true. They didn't want him to be a part of it. They didn't want him. He couldn't have a seat at the table. Now they're kissing his ring. But that's the only compliment I'll have to say about that. That is a come up. I don't care. I mean, I understand it's fucked up, but in a way, that is like the ultimate stunt, homie. Like, that is the ultimate stunt. But anyway, it's fucked up because 70% of the players are black. So basically, the NFL is saying, excuse me. The NFL is saying, fuck what you guys are going through. Fuck with your grievances. We don't give a fuck. We care about this bottom line. We care about this money, because this shit is hurting our money. This shit's hurting our ratings. And this shit's hurting our TV deals, so you guys got to stand. It's about the money, and that's about it. I mean, that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. But you know, that's just how it is, man. The NFL, all they care about is that fucking money.
Sad, man.
Oh yeah, I saw that meme. Let's say America is more angry with black men taking a knee than white teens committing mass shootings. And then and what was that NBA player, right? The NBA player he Sterling Brown, right?
Yep.
He got tased by the police. I wonder what the NBA is going to react. Well, first of all, I do want to say shout out to Steve Kerr and Greg Popovich. You know, they're like semi woke. But the NBA isn't all that great either. Because remember Abdul Rauf?
Oh yeah.
They blackballed him out of the NBA.
Look him up, kids. He's a great basketball player.
He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry
That's real shit.
for the Denver Nuggets.
Yep.
Yeah. That dude
And
was
they banned him out of the NBA because he protested the national anthem too. I know that was back in '96, but it's funny how the NBA now all of a sudden want to act high and mighty, like, oh, we're better than the NFL because we're more accepting. Like, nigga, I didn't forget that shit either. NBA, like, don't sit there and try to put the wool over my eyes like y'all the more woke league. I mean, I get you guys in a sense, you guys are ahead of the NFL. But if you guys really want to talk, if you're really talking that talk, I think you guys should make amends with your former players that you blackballed. And, yeah, make amends.
Yep, I agree.
And other than that, I mean, you guys are bullshit, too. That's just me.
I mean, would you say, like, because the NBA was ran by a different commissioner then than it is now, would that be a reason for why it's different?
Yeah, and if I was Adam Silver, I would still try to, like, learn what? I know what David Stern or whoever the former commissioner was. It was David Stern. I'm like, what David Stern did, that was fucked up. Let me reach out to you because I'm the new commissioner, and let's right some wrongs in the NBA. Because I'd be damned if motherfuckers use that shit against us. Like, if I was being strategic about it. And I know it's random. Shout out to Mark Davis because Mark Davis didn't take a vote on it. Well, he said he didn't know about it. I'm not sure if he did or not. Mm-hmm. Only two owners voted against it. One was the San Francisco one. I think Mark Davis did vote on it, but he's trying to play innocent and shit. Maybe I should take that back. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts about this whole NFL protesting? Are you guys gonna protest the NFL? You say fuck it. To be perfectly honest, I still, I still check on my Raiders, but I am not excited about the season.
Me either.
And I'm just not looking for it. Not as a Raider fan, but as a football fan, I'm just kind of like.
It's a very heavy topic too, involving that because it's a.
And it's crazy. Like a former NFL player got hemmed up by the police in Atlanta not too long ago. But people's
getting slammed or something. Crazy?
Yeah, he got slammed. And, Donald Trump calling them sons of bitches, and then it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, even something like people protesting last year because the situation happened now. It's like on this year, still it's like still got the same taste.
I think it's worse now.
It's way worse now.
It's making it like really worse, and I think a lot of people, and I hope the NFL feels it. Yeah. Like, you know what, nigga, I'll catch you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I want to play fantasy football, but the only crazy thing about the NFL will save the NFL right now, since there is a chance that California and the other 49 states in the United States can vote to legalize gambling. Mm-hmm. That may just spike interest up, Instead of going to TJ, you could go to Barona, Viejas, and put a dub on your team and see if you can come up and hit a lick. So that's the only way that's going to happen. So if the NFL start losing, they're going to start pushing for like, nah, these states need to start gambling. But yeah. All right. NFL, we're out of here. NBA, Game 7 is going to happen right about now. I think the Cavs are going to lose. I'm sorry. The only way LeBron's going to get to the finals.
He's scored like 70 points.
This motherfucker going to have to score 75 points, get like 15 assists and 20 rebounds because the fucking Cavs suck. And there's no Kevin Love. And I'm surprised they made it this fucking far.
And then after that, if they were to make it, then they got to do it all over again for the next the
I'm
finals.
not surprised. It's a soap opera.
It's a soap opera.
Yeah, they get an extra check for each game. So
or maybe it's being rigged. They're like, look, man, we need LeBron in the finals.
Every year.
We need LeBron in the finals, man.
It's pretty much it's a soap opera. You know what I'm saying? They know what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the Warriors and the Cavs again. I bet you.
All right. Kendrick Lamar. He went to a concert out there. He pulls out a concert goer to recite the words "Mad City," and she skipped the first N-bomb, but she dropped more N-words as the song went on, and Kendrick had to stop the.
But do you think that they set her up?
Was it a setup?
Like, do you think?
I don't think I don't think it's a setup because people knowing damn well they should skip that.
Yeah, but
these younger.
But then you're gonna choose the song that has nothing but the N-word in it,
hey,
and choose a white. See, then it's a setup.
Test.
It's a test. That's like that's the setup.
You should know better, white folks. You should know better.
And then what she was
man
like,
down. Where you from? You know what? What's the best word to hit? You should say my hitter.
She was
my
like,
hitter.
"What am I?" What did she say? She's like, "What am I not too cool to?" Or what did she say? She was,
Cool.
Am I not too cool to say? I'm like, what the fuck? What does that have to do with being cool or not? I don't even use the word, and I'm part black. It has nothing to do with
you chose to. Ain't nobody face.
No, I know, but I'm just
Nessa,
saying.
you shut the fuck up.
No, but I'm saying, but like for her to be like, oh, like so you have to be accepted. Like I don't know, she's stupid.
And then
they don't listen.
And then then Kendrick also pulls a power move on Spotify. Since Spotify's been doing all this social justice warrior work, trying to like ban people from their playlist, like XXXTentacion, Nelly, R. Kelly, what
happened to Nelly?
The alleged sexual assault. Like basically any artist who done something like sexual assault, a crime against women, they're trying to axe them out of their streams.
Oh shit.
And Kendrick was like, "Look, man, you ain't gonna sit here and just take people from the playlist. If you're gonna do that, take my shit out." And they put XXXTentacion's music back on Spotify when Kendrick threatened to take his music out. So that showed you right there. Kendrick got pull. He got influence.
Oh yeah.
So that's what's up. And since we're talking about music, Pusha T's Daytona came out. People calling it an instant classic.
What?
Already.
All right.
7 tracks, all produced by Kanye. It's so funny because my girlfriend was bumping it. She's all like, "Yeah, this song is tight." Like all this stuff, And I was like, Kanye produced all 7 of those tracks, and she had the look on her face like. Shit was funny though. I was like, it was a choice. He said it was a choice. I'm like, the man's not articulate, but he has a point. That's all I'm saying about Kanye.
We were watching The Breakfast Club when he was doing his interview, and when they asked him if he wrote the lyrics to that Poopity Scoop song, his reaction was so priceless. You gotta pull it up. That shit was funny as fuck. We were at work. We kept rewinding it just to see that part over and over again. Yeah. Shit was funny as fuck.
All right.
I hate them lyrics.
Of course, he came out with the diss track "Infrared," coming at Drake. And
I still haven't heard it yet.
Damn.
Did you send that in the group thing? Because I saw the.
No. That was Drake's reply.
Well, no, yeah. So I seen that. So I was just
freestyle.
like, I didn't know if you guys sent or put that one first. Because that's the only reason why I even listened to it was because y'all sent it in the group chat.
Yeah. So basically, he brought up. Basically Pusha T went after Cash Money, talking about Lil Wayne. It's just like he can't get out of the bad deal. And also making fun of Drake's, Drake having a ghostwriter from Quentin Miller. That was like 2 or 3 years ago that Meek Mill used against him on Twitter. And then Drake came back, rebuttal. I thought it was a stiff jab. Some Drake hating niggas think it's like super soft. And I was like,
Nah, that's 09 Drake.
No, I was like, Drake was spitting.
That was tough. That was tough.
It was like I wasn't saying.
And I'm not a Drake fan.
I'm just being objective. Like both diss songs were good, and I did a poll, and I guess it was was a Drake heavy crowd. You know, it was 82% that they thought Drake took that. You know how he replied back to it.
Usually when somebody replies is usually
Yeah.
better than the person's first attempt.
Who started out?
Usually.
and
Dumbass Meek Mill.
and then that diss song started a whole different beef between Rhymefest and Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah, on Twitter.
Between who?
Rhymefest,
Rhymefest.
Kanye's
Ghost Rider of
Ghost,
Kanye's.
yeah.
He beat Eminem in a
in a
rap battle.
Yep. He from
He has that
Chicago.
song, I don't like it unless it's brand new.
Brand new.
You know, like it's
Cons.
like I'm lactose intolerant. Like one of the,
No, but like,
Yeah.
how? What is that? Like, how did
because he
what's
said he tweeted. He say, "Hey Drake, after you make." Because Drake sent an invoice. He said at the end of the song, so I'm gonna send an invoice
it?
for
And he really did.
that for the services rendered, and then in
Pusha T
regard,
said, send that motherfucker.
he said like career revival.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. Oh,
Hello?
Kmart.
No, it's just fell.
Uh-huh.
Oh. All right. But yeah, he fell. Oh damn, I'm trying to get my thoughts back. But no, he
Revival.
career revival in the invoice for $100K, and Pusha T said, yeah, add another 20 on it, like, trying to be smart about it.
Yeah,
And then-
because honestly, that's false as fuck. Career revival for Pusha T.
Yeah.
Pusha T still holds
Well,
his
he
own.
did it. Well, he did that for Kanye. He's like
Oh
to
my
your
God.
boss, and then Rhymefest was like, "Hey Drake, once you get that money, could you donate some of that money to Donda Foundation because Kanye hasn't been donating any money." And he said, "Fuck the kids, fuck the youth of Southside Chicago." I don't know if that was words or not. So that,
Damn.
Oh my god.
so
You gotta get the right words, man.
Hell.
That sound bad.
Yeah, that sounds
okay,
horrible.
well, okay. Let
At
me,
least say allegedly, like damn.
Allegedly.
allegedly he said that from what Rhymefest put on
Damn,
Twitter.
that was
That
a rant
sounds
right there. Hell terrible.
Is that those Rhymefest words or
Okay, so let me.
damn, nigga? Fuck these kids. I'm trying to make beats.
Fuck these niggas, huh?
Nigga, you worry about these kids. Nigga, this next verse though, poopity scoop, nigga. I'm on to something right now.
Come on,
Best
just-
of all time.
Scoop de poop, poop, nigga.
He did say that on the track though. Okay, he said
I
okay.
hate
Or
that
Rhymefest said it on Twitter. Said Drake, when Good Music sends the money they owe you, will you please help us rebuild Kanye's mother's house for the youth of Chicago? I spoke to Kanye about it. His response was, "Fuck the youth of Chicago, huh?" Nah, he didn't say the hand part. But
I was about to say. That's free thinking, huh?
But you know what? There was one part that I had to question Drake when he said the line, "I could never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back because he makes me nervous." I'm like, nigga, Party Next Door?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you had Party Next Door in the OVO sweatshop for a mighty long time, taking all his dope songs. Drake, shut the fuck up on that part,
It seems
nigga.
like everybody in his circle are in a sweatshop.
Yeah.
The Weeknd talked about being in a sweatshop. He just
Uh-huh.
made it out and actually was successful. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit.
It's like,
Like
Drake, when you said that
people
line,
that didn't even get to come out. Like
what was the one that did Tuesday on a Tuesday?
McConan.
Yeah, that
him, he
guy.
talked about being in a
Yeah.
sweatshop
McConan
too.
did.
See, that's what I'm saying. Drake, Drake.
Hey, Pusha, we got some ammo for you.
Oh my god, some for you.
I'm pretty sure, like, all he has to do is go on Twitter and he sees, like, or go on Genius and look at the lyric breakdown. But he, in Drake fashion, he did say a line about "let them shots ring out on you" like Virginia Williams, mentioning Pusha T's ex-fiance, and that's how Drake gets down. If you beefing with Drake, he's gonna find your ex bitch, your new bitch, your future bitch, and he gonna try to fuck her.
In 2 weeks.
When he was beefing with Chris Brown, he flew out Karuchi to Toronto. When he was beefing with Meek Mill, he was hella flirting with and getting all close to Nicki Minaj. Like the nigga Drake, like that's how Drake goes down. He's like, I might not fight you, but I will fuck your bitch.
Somebody should just find the bitch he was talking about on So Far Gone. Just find her. Just
Find Bria. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just fuck dog shit out of her with Omarion singing in the background.
You so dumb.
Make a whole interlude. Oh man, but yeah, man, that's crazy that that beef stem made a whole subplot of a beef from that. So
I was about to say something colder than that.
oh well, what was colder?
Get his mom.
Aw.
Damn,
Hey, Mama Aubrey.
Aw.
damn.
How you feel about that Drake?
You so stupid.
Oh shit.
That's some cold shit
mama.
though. That's why.
But yeah,
that's one up in somebody.
you wanna fuck my girl? I'ma fuck your
I
mom.
got your mom.
Hey,
Fuck dog
mama.
shit at your mom too. My
I'm
shirt was
just trying to
soaking wet
fuck.
because she only 5'2".
Oh my gosh.
I wrecked your baby cave.
Aw.
Nigga, I see
Y'all
where you
are
came
so
from. Nothing is safe, motherfuckers. The jig is up. Well, anyway, I think that was it about the rapid fire topics, man. Do you guys have any honorable mentions that you guys want to talk about?
Anybody?
No?
Thoughts?
Thoughts,
Yes.
concerns.
All right, man. So we'll go ahead get to the shout out / parting words. We'll go ahead and start off
wait.
with. Oh.
Did you listen to A$AP Rocky's album?
You know what? That's the sad thing about it because A$AP Rocky's album was pretty solid,
Yeah.
and it's been foreshadowed
Homie,
because of this whole
let me
Drake
tell you
and
something.
Pusha T.
I haven't heard it, but Hip Hop DX gave it a 2.9.
Aw.
It was
yo, what the fuck?
Well, I didn't finish the album. I mean, I was up to track 5 and the shit sounded dope. I like the song that was sampled by Moby.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit okay, kid. I was A$AP. Let's see what you got. You know, I didn't finish the whole album, but I did listen to Nick Grant. That album, start to finish, I loved it. So if you guys give the guy Nick Grant a listen, 96 Bulls, I think you will like that track.
96 Bulls, yeah.
It sounds great right now. Just hearing the title.
No, I
it
heard
sounds
it.
wonderful.
It's really good.
It's a really good track. Yeah,
It's like a
Which track is that?
it's kind of like a throwback. It's the second song.
yeah.
I think I heard it then.
Yeah.
Because I heard the first couple songs, listening to it.
Yeah, it's like a throwback.
Yeah.
And what was another thing I was excited about? Oh, Anderson .Paak said that Thundercat will be in his next upcoming album. Yes.
That's tight.
Yes.
Yes, loud.
Bubbling.
Bubbly, that song's hard as fuck.
Yep.
And the video too.
I heard he had that song for a long time though, and it's just now singing.
It was just sitting in the chamber, just chilling.
But like you know how like a song gets leaked and you knew about it for years, kind of
Yeah.
like how Miguel's first album songs on there.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like, damn, nigga, you had the song since fucking 09.
Damn.
Had it in the chamber. That's when you know you made a timeless music, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have it in the
Yeah.
chamber for like
That nigga
4
made
or
it
5
since
years
This nigga made it
and
since
drop it,
since
and you
all
like,
I
yo,
wanted
this shit
you.
is dope. Yeah, that's tight.
Speaking of Vault, in J. Cole's interview, he said he has a bunch of music that he's gonna release.
Oh, his little pump interview.
And
Did
his
you guys
little
watch
pump
it?
interview. No,
I didn't watch it either.
I watched some of it.
How was it?
I watched some of it in the beginning. He was talking about his backstory. So J. Cole was like, "Yeah, man, I remember a time when I listened to Pac because I was in overseas and stuff, and his dad would give him some music and stuff, and he inspired at least like bands. And Pac was a real one. And he said, "Yo, Pump, so how you started?" He said, "When did you start rap music?" Like, and he said like 2 years ago. He's like, "Bruh, seriously?" He's like 2 years ago. He's like, "Yeah, man."
that's not surprising. That
And
nigga
he
suck.
Yeah, he was like he's 17. So he said, "Yeah, man, I started like 2 years ago with
Yeah,
me and
sucking
Smoke
team.
Perp was making some beats and stuff, and yeah, it just had to do it." He's like, "Damn, I can't believe that shit going so quick." Like he's just amazed.
song
Like
ass niggas.
he started back when he was like young and shit like
Yeah.
that, and it's like when he
Well, I
went
mean,
to
some
Pump.
people like I think people start rapping at age 12 and they develop their skills. But some people, they're like late starters, like Jim Jones, The Game. Like some people are
I
late
heard
starters.
Method Man was a late starter. Could be wrong.
Sure,
Yeah,
I
no.
used to, before I even thought about rapping, I used to rap in elementary school over my girls. Remember back in the day, the pagers?
Nah.
You didn't? No.
I was playing.
You know how the little voicemails and stuff. I used to rap over, like one of the songs I rapped over was Same OG.
Yeah.
You know how he has that little like bridge where it's just instrumental.
On TV.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know I rapped over that.
I think the game.
I
I think the game
Nessa-
said he was rapping for 2 years.
I think Nessa need to do her a freestyle for her NSA segment.
no.
Oh
A
shit.
necessity.
Oh
bar.
shit.
These bars would be
You
necessary.
gotta do it. If you do it, I do it. No, I'm just playing.
It's like,
Necessity.
What if we give you a dope instrumental?
I don't know how to freestyle.
What if Kanye?
I write my
produces-
own shit.
Oh, yeah, write
Okay,
16.
well,
Write,
you
write 8 bars
Well, you
or
said
something.
freestyle. Like,
Okay,
I know
okay.
I can't freestyle.
Okay.
I'm speaking
Well,
my
Hey,
truth.
Marco. You
What
talk-
about, like,
hey, Marco,
I ain't no
hey, you
fraud.
talking, man? You be spending some shit too back then. Don't think I forget.
Like
your
4 to
ass be in the
6
car.
bars.
Speaking, well,
we be
well,
man with some rises
well,
on the car.
especially yes,
Yeah,
freestyle specifically.
yeah.
Marco
Marco spinning.
and the
We give him a
homie
lot of rides.
SoCal.
On, yeah.
They used to go back and forth
Oh
freestyle.
yeah. I remember them days.
And I just sat and watched because I wasn't jumping in. Yep.
Saying stupid
Like double
shit.
dutch, and you just don't. You just like
He's like,
I was there. I was there turning the ropes. That's what I was doing.
because when Princess and I used to rap, she used to always be like, well, because we had hella beats that we didn't even touch. And then she's like, come on, it's great practice. And I'm like, bitch, you know I
What, the
can't.
freestyle?
Yeah, she always wanted to freestyle. And I was just like, no. Even though it was just me and her, I was still like,
We should just do that one time.
Remember we were supposed to do the Sogon? The Sogon challenge?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we were supposed to do that. Yeah, that came and went. Like a motherfucker.
That should be a little after hours or something. After hours.
or start our own challenge shit.
Right?
All right.
Or look for a
Jig us
challenge.
up
to
after
pick
And then
out.
remember y'all tried to have me do the for the dick challenge?
That was funny.
That would
I thought
I
that'd be
could see
funny.
necessity doing that shit. Though.
Yeah, I think
You
we
and-
could have
yep.
got in on
You and
that.
Princess
Man, we
definitely
we
did that.
missed opportunities to go viral. Fuck, man. Well, anyway, yeah, let's go ahead because I know Kmart, he got to get going soon. So,
Yeah, he got
shout
that
outs, parting
stairs.
words. What you got, brother?
Shout out to me.
All right.
Go ahead, Marky Mark.
Shout outs to Monica. She did a silent party, aka silent disco, Saturday night at the Andaz.
Again.
Just yeah, but this time it was downstairs.
Oh, down Club Ivy.
Yeah, where Club Ivy used to be.
Damn, Club
Funny-
Ivy.
Good old days, nigga.
Yeah, Ivy. No, funny thing is that my sister actually went to that too. She said it was cool.
Yeah,
She
I
didn't
heard a
even
lot
know.
of people went
From
to
LA. Like my sister never come down and in a while, and she was like,
Like
"Oh,
this one that just passed, right? This.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
The
I was
last one.
in there. I stopped in there for a
yeah."
little
My
minute.
sister was there.
In
It's a rare.
In the group chat, someone had screenshotted it and was like, "This is where we should be at tonight." And then it was like Dashe. I was like, "Oh, hey, there's Dashe."
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's a homie.
Right.
I was like, yeah, the silent party is pretty dope.
Yeah, but unfortunately, my schedule.
The way my schedule was set up.
The way it was set up was I worked that evening until 11. Had stopped through there and then had to be back at work the next morning at 7. I was like, yeah, let me just stop through, say what's up, and be out. Otherwise, my ass would be in there dancing too.
Are you
With
guys going to
headphones
the
on.
R&B only?
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm gonna be there, but I don't know about y'all. No, but
Sitting in VIP watching us
Yep.
from
or dancing,
Peons.
or dancing to Usher,
To
and,
Usher,
and
yeah.
getting caught by the nigga from Insecure.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be in that the Purge prequel or some shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I saw him in the
That's
trailer.
tight. That's
Yeah,
tight.
saw him in the trailer. He's gonna be in the new Purge movie coming out. That's tight.
That's tight.
Oh yeah, and Insecure season 3, August 12th.
Mm-hmm.
So be on the lookout for that.
Winter is coming.
I'm low key excited because I heard supposedly Lawrence didn't shoot. I don't know. That's what I heard.
No. In real life, the woman who played as Tasha supposedly.
No, they
Oh.
were saying that Lawrence he didn't shoot for season 3.
Ooh, he's not gonna be in the whole season.
I don't know. That's what I heard when I was listening
Niggas
to the
moving
thing.
on. It's about Issa.
He did walk away though.
He's moving on. I'm
That
just
that
saying.
might have been the conclusion. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's some real life shit.
Yeah, nigga moved on.
We just got the episode. Word of the day is adversity.
All right.
Shoot.
Nessa?
Wait, did you finish yours?
Yeah, I'm done. Oh, shout outs to the word adversity.
You're so
I'm done.
stupid. Shout out to one of my kids' moms who hooked me up with this little easy gig I was telling the boys about. All I had to do was watch basketball all day and take score, and I got $10 a game. So I scored $70 today. Easy money.
Let me know if they need somebody else too.
You work though.
Not on these days. Not on this day. I would no.
Shout out to. I know I had another shout out, but
Sorry.
you know what? It slipped my mind. So
Sorry.
go ahead, Marco.
All right, shout outs and congrats to Mr. Ronald Preston Clark for completing his first draft of his first novel that he's been working on since December 2015. So, you know, I see you out there working, getting on your grind. So congratulations. Can't wait to hear about your getting your book published. And I'm going to go ahead and get a good read out of it. I'm pretty sure because he's very passionate about writing and literature. And then also, I want to give a shout out to the lawyer Chris Stewart of Stewart, Shea, and Fenton Trial and Attorneys, based in Atlanta, Georgia. They made history when a jury awarded their client $1 billion in damages because she was a rape victim. Unfortunately, she got raped at 14 years old by a 22-year-old security guard. The case took a while, but $1 billion though to a black attorney firm, that's what's up. I mean, I'll say that's tragedy over triumph. So I'll say shout out to that. I just wanted to end it on a good note.
Oh yeah, sorry, I remember one. Shout out to the graduates of 2018. Shout out to V. Woo! My coworker, my girl, or my bro, whatever you want to call her. And shout out to my supervisor. She graduated too. Everybody just getting their degrees. C's get degrees, guys. Just saying.
I mean, so?
What do you mean so? That's a great accomplishment.
I mean, but you don't got to put it on me.
Who's putting it on you?
You said C highs, get your degrees.
No, I said C's gets degrees.
C's?
Yes.
She like got C's.
I got C's.
You're a C
I got
student?
C's and I got my degree, and that's all that matters.
Oh,
like
boy.
I said, folks, the word of the day is adversity. Adversity.
All right. Well, if you enjoy listening to this podcast as much as we love making it, because we do what we love and love what we do, and if you're not being your motherfucking self by speaking for now or forever holding your pee, you know what I gotta say. The jig is up.
The jig is
up. Rewind.
I wasn't ready.
I know you normally like pause, and we all know we feel it.
Pause. He did that shit on purpose.
Yeah.
You know
on purpose.
You know what I gotta say.
The jig is up.
And we out.
Can't believe you had to fuck it up.
But thank you for listening.